No more Diamond Pass, level 15 changes, a rework to Masteries, all of this and more coming in the next Clash Royale update. Welcome to TV Royale. Hello everyone, my name is SolarFury and I'm Clash Royale's newest community manager. We've realized here at Supercell that these past few Clash Royale updates haven't really hit the mark. So for that, we would like to apologize, and also we are going to do our best in the future to try to redeem ourselves, starting with this update. Mastery Rework. We are reworking Masteries to add a cosmetic track to pair with the normal track that already exists. But before we talk about that, we're also happy to announce that we are adding gems back into Masteries. Looking back at it, our logic for removing them didn't make any sense at all, so we're adding them back for you to claim. So in terms of the new Cosmetic Mastery changes, here's how they're gonna work. For each card, there will be a track that has 3 separate levels of rewards, and to progress, there will be specific tasks that you need to complete, similar to how the normal mastery system currently works. Level 1 for each of these cards will give you star points, level 2 will give you a banner decoration for that card, and level 3 will give you an emote for that card. And also, to add more value to star points, we are adding a bunch of new star point levels for cards that don't have them, and we will continue to add more star point levels beyond this update in the future. So this is all amazing stuff so far, right? But there's even more. When you complete Cosmetic Masteries for a certain number of cards, there will be additional rewards for you to unlock as well. When you get level 3 on 10 different cards, you will unlock a bronze tower skin as well as a badge for your profile. 25 cards will be a silver tower skin and a badge, and then 50 cards will be a gold tower skin and a badge. And for those super dedicated players that are able to complete the Cosmetic Masteries for 100 cards, there will be some insane rewards at the end. You will unlock an exclusive tower skin, an exclusive profile badge, emote, banner frame, and banner decoration. This way you can show off your hard work in game with exclusive items and also flex on your opponent. And now everyone, including free-to-play players, will have access to more cosmetic items. Level 15 changes. With the Card Evolutions update, we definitely missed the mark in terms of how we implemented level 15. It was a system that was way too overwhelming and just made it look like that we wanted more money. Now, to be fully transparent, we do need to monetize the game in some ways in order to keep it operational, but in hindsight, how we implemented level 15 was not an effective way of doing that. As a result, we have decided to reduce the amount of elite wildcards needed to get a level 15 card from 50,000 down to 25,000. We also decided to change the conversion rates of common, rare, and epic cards to be back where they were before. And also, we have decided to buff the conversion rates for every single magic item. The conversion rates for all wild cards of all rarities will be increased. And also, we are increasing the conversion rates of all books to 10,000 elite wildcards, and we are making it so that the book of books is worth 25,000 elite wildcards. But you might be wondering, how can I get more book of books? Because they aren't even in the pass anymore. Well, we're going to get to that in a little bit. We hope that these new changes will satisfy you temporarily as we develop a new system to make level 15 more worth your time. Pass Royale Rework. We are completely changing how the pass system works. Instead of there being a gold pass and a diamond pass, we are merging both of those together so that way there is only one pass royale that will now be worth $6.99. Along with this new price point, you will also be able to buy this new pass for 750 gems. With this new system and with gems being added back into the free-to-play mastery tracks, this means that free-to-play players will finally be able to unlock the pass royale. Now, $7 is more expensive than the previous gold pass, but I promise that the rewards that you get this time will actually be worth the price point. With these rewards, we did have to cut out some of the items from the previous gold pass, such as nerfing the amount of wild cards that you get, as well as removing the magical and giant chests. But while we did end up removing some things, we also ended up integrating a bunch of items from the diamond pass as well. With this being the case, we feel like this $7 price point and 750 gem price point is well worth your money, and we hope that this is a better solution for the pass going forward. Casual prioritization. The casual player has been neglected for way too long in Clash Royale, so we want to implement some changes that will benefit the majority of our player base. Most of these changes are going to revolve around the events tab. First things first, we are taking 2v2 out of the events tab and we are putting it back into the home screen. We know that a lot of you love 2v2 and miss it being on the home screen, so we are putting it back where it belongs. Even though 2v2 is being moved out of the events tab, you'll still be able to claim all the rewards that you want to from it development, including crowns towards the Pass Royale, chests, as well as season tokens. We're also going to be adding more rotational game modes within the events tab. Currently, there are 3 nodes that you can play. In the future, there will now be 4. The daily cap of your season tokens will also be increased from 1,000 to 1,500. Increasing this cap of 500 per day will allow you to claim a bunch more rewards from the season shop at the end of each season. Also, for future seasons, we decided it would be best to include 2 wild shards instead of 1, and we will also be adding champions back into the season shop as well. The season shop is by far the best way for free-to-play players to progress in our game, so we want to make sure that they can progress even faster. Horizontal progression. For the foreseeable future, we are going to stop adding new levels to Clash Royale and instead integrate content with the levels that we currently have. Similar to how we added card evolutions within King Level 7, we will continue to follow this model going forward when implementing new features. With the way that Clash Royale functions on a fundamental level, adding new levels just doesn't make sense anymore. Going forward, you will not have to worry about any new levels being added, and hopefully you will be able to sleep better at night knowing that we will not be doing this anymore. New cards. One thing that we have come to realize over time is that people miss the excitement of new cards being added. Back when Clash Royale was in its early days, there would be updates where we would add 4 or even 6 cards at once. Unfortunately, now with the game having over 100 cards, that isn't a model that we can follow anymore. It's already difficult enough to balance all the cards that we have to make sure that each card is as relevant as possible, so adding 6 new cards with an update is just completely unrealistic for us. However, we still do recognize the fact that you, the community, love when new cards are added, so that way new strategies can be implemented. So going forward, we will do our best to add 1 new card with each update. So if we do 3 or 4 updates a year, then you can expect 3 or 4 new cards per year going forward. Improved communication. Our communication has been very lackluster to say the least. Instead of relying on data to make the entirety of our decisions, we're going to rely a lot more on community feedback from all of our social platforms. And also, we are going to do a much better job of utilizing our content creators to our advantage. They are the strongest link that exists between the community as well as us developers, so we want to utilize them to our fullest potential. We really do value them a great deal, but we feel like we haven't been showing them that love, especially as of late with these past couple of updates. Also, we as developers want to do a better job of having more of a presence on social media. Of course, us community managers do have a presence, but most of our head game designers do not have a presence. So going forward, our game lead as well as our top game designers will have a very active presence on Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram, so that way they can engage more with the community and see what the community's needs actually are. We will still rely on data to make certain decisions, but it will not be the sole focus anymore because we have realized that that is not a good business model. Once again, we as a Clash Royale team would like to apologize for the lackluster past 2 updates, with that being the update for losers as well as the card evolutions update. But going forward, we will be implementing changes to relieve the pain points of these updates and also implementing changes so that way our update development process in the future is much more seamless. If you have any additional feedback for us, leave it in the comment section down below, because from here on out, we will be sure to read every single comment that every single person posts. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of TV Royale, and we will see you all in the next one with our next major update.